So now presents an opportune time to at least put our crystal ball on and say, what do we think is going to change? And even going back, there's a whole series of things we could look at, whether it's the Deficit Reduction Act of 1984, when basically the IRS introduced 280G and 499 of the Internal Revenue Code. We had the invention of excise tax gross ups. When the SEC implemented their new disclosure rule, where suddenly we had this huge amount of transparency in executive compensation, suddenly everybody knew what everybody else was getting paid. I think we could go back and run the correlation analyses and see there's actually a relationship related to when these regulations were put into place and how the executive compensation changed generally more favorably. So the one thing I think that we will likely see is we will see compensation increases as talent can move more freely through the markets. I think we will see the requirement to have a competitive market level of compensation will just be upscaled. I think Lena Khan, in her interest or what she put forward, thinking about the broader American worker, I think it makes a lot of sense. You would say, look, I'm really focused on compensation at the broad scope of the organization. But I think the principle we have to ask ourselves is who had these non-compete provisions to begin with? And I can make the argument they generally skewed towards higher paying industries.